Okay.
Go Regan.
Are you going to go anytime now? Okay. President Ronald Reagan was one of the best presidents ever. He touched many lives by simply being president. Would you have touched many lives if you were president? Probably not. You wouldn't know what was going on. Maybe some of you wouldn't know what was going on, but most of you wouldn't. It takes a lot to be president, and most of you guys don't have it. There were lots of issues back then, like racial issues. But that was a really big issue. And Ronald Reagan, he was strongly against racial discrimination. Did you know that one time when he was not president yet, he saw some African Americans, two to be exact, who were not allowed in hotels, so he brought them back to his house to stay the night. And the next morning, they even made them breakfast for him. That was just one example of how he touched many lives. Shows you that you don't have to be president to do some good in this world. President Ronald Reagan grew up having a normal life just like you and me. He was born in an apartment above Tampico, Illinois. He had a normal family. His mom's name was Nellie. His father's name was John, and he had an older brother named Neil. He was a devoted Christian and always worked to look for the good in people. He had a first job, just like everyone does. He was a lifeguard at a pool, and he saved 77 lives. He said when he attended high school, it altered his life. He got into acting, sports, and storytelling. Then he attended college at Eureka College. His life really got interesting after college, though. It's not the type of thing you could expect a president to get into. He went to Iowa in hopes of locating a radio job. He got one at the University of Iowa. He was really good at the radio and eventually moved to Des Moines for radio announcing at the Chicago Cubs baseball games. He was so wonderful there that they wanted to sign a contract with Warner Brothers, and he became a movie star in Hollywood. He starred in 19 splendid films. Then he joined the military and was assigned to Troop B. Later he was appointed second lieutenant. By the end of the war, he and his unit made about 400 training films. Then he met his wife on a theater stage. Her name was Jane Wyman. And they had two beautiful children. And then they got divorced, and then he met his second wife, Nancy Davis. They got married and they didn't ever divorce. Finally, he became president. Everything went almost well. Well, let's start at the beginning. He became governor of California because he was nominated by the people. They were so impressed by his speech, time for choosing speech, they thought that, hey, this guy should be our governor. Ronald Reagan lost his first campaign to be president, but he won his second in 1980. 1 year later, on March 30th, he was shot 1 inch from his heart, but survived. While he was president, he lowered taxes, reduced inflation, and at first the employment rate went up, but then it went down for the rest of his presidency. And he was voted president a second time, and during his second term, he started a war on drugs. He wanted drug-free schools and workplaces. He started the Just Say No drug awareness program, and he traveled to 65 cities, 33 states, talking about drugs and alcohol awareness. He also nominated the first female court judge, fulfilling a promise he made earlier. So as you can see, Ronald Reagan was one of the best Christian presidents out of them all. He touched many lives too. I learned a lot from this essay. There are lots of things I didn't know about Ronald Reagan, and this essay gave him a whole new dimension to me. He helped so many people in more ways than one. He entertained us with movies, got drugs out of schools and workplaces, saved lives in a swimming pool, and helped African Americans and normal people too. He also served in our military and fought for our country. And being a Christian, he was pro-life and hated abortion. He was truly a person that touched many lives in our world.